It's time. You must go. Do what you have to do. Good luck. I just learned how to whistle. It was not until this day that I believed that anyone could whistle. I always thought there is no way I can whistle. I've tried so many different ways and nothing has worked. I just don't believe it when everybody says that anyone can learn how to whistle. But I finally did it. I finally found the right combination of pucker and tongue placement and wind expulsion to produce a sound. Everyone was right. Bethany's been whistling a lot recently, so it's a house full of whistling now. Anyways, the plan for today is I'm going to do some painting digitally. So I'm gonna paint some and record it, and if I like the result at all, I'll turn it into a video for my art channel, because I haven't put anything up there for a while. I'm not really trying to upload any kind of regular video on my art channel. It's just whenever I think of it, or whenever I have something specific that I want to paint. My body says, what are you doing? Go back to bed. You want more sleep. My brain says, stop wasting time, you doofazoid. Get some work done. It's really the eyes. Once I get my eyes open, it's a lot easier to get out of bed. But like, it's so hard to get my eyes open. Yesterday, I did the painting that I said I was going to. It's not that breathtaking or anything, but it's the first part of the concept design phase. When I was painting, I was reminded of a deficiency in my artistic ability that I need to try to fix today. So this is the concept I'm coming up with. Those gems that I was drawing a long while back now, this is the home of the bluebird fairies who own the blue gem. And I had this concept that I wanted them to live on these floating islands and have the biggest island be the blue gem itself. Because they're small, this blue gem to them would be very big. That was my concept. So I played around with some variations on how to show that concept. Some not very good, some decent. Then I'm going to take those ideas and find the concept that I like, that works, and turn it into a final image. The problem I found when I was doing this is that I didn't know what I wanted to put on the actual island. What kind of structure that I wanted. I was thinking some sort of fortress or castle, and basically I just realized that I don't know how to draw castles. So, all of today is going to be research into castles, what makes up castles, how to design castles, etc. So I'll start with some like YouTube videos like I normally do, some tutorials, and then find just a bunch of reference and do a bunch of sketches and try to figure out how to design castles. think I recorded anything yesterday, or... No, I recorded something Tuesday. That was because I was painting. I've just been painting since Tuesday. What did I tell you on Tuesday? Castles? Do you know about the castles? So I'm continuing my study of castles. That's what I've been working on the last couple days. Castles, fortresses, houses, and the medieval period. This is one of my favorite designs here, but this one's one of the ones I spent the most time on. Most of them, actually none of them are finished.
Always! No, never go out in a blizzard.
I would start off with something like this, the bottom here, and then bring it to more of a finish like this, and then put certain embellishments. Like there were 3 windows on this side panel. I just drew one because the whole point was just to learn, okay, this is how a medieval window could look, and add that to my sort of mental encyclopedia for design. Things like this bridge, or the way that this walkway comes down in front of this floating island to be a door underneath this city here. I actually plan to use that concept in a design that I'm working on with floating cities involved, and that is the purpose of studies. I feel like I gained a lot from doing this, despite it taking like 2 full days. And another thing I worked on was this little guy. I'm really happy with this design. So I was listening to a podcast, the same podcast I actually mentioned before. It's called Dear Hank and John, and at one point he says this quote, "I'm really happy with the concept because it feels so balanced. It's not overly symmetrical because of certain things that offset, like how this word makes it heavier on this side, but these balance it back over here. So it's balanced, but like it's not symmetrical and boring." And I'm really happy with the color scheme because that's one of the major problems I have with all kinds of shirt designs or typography designs, is I always go overboard with the number of colors that I use, but I was able to limit it to 3 colors. And it was designed on a dark blue background, so just imagine that. And that's what I've been working on for the last 2 days. Working my way through some audiobooks while I worked on those paintings. It's been a while since I've done heavy-duty painting like that. Yo! I just landed a job, finally. I'm now a dishwasher at Chili's, and or prep, which is, I'm not totally sure what that is. Mostly I'm a dishwasher. And originally that job had been filled the last time I went in for an interview. They said they had already filled that position. Were there any of these other positions that we have open that you want? And I was like, I don't really think it'd be a great waiter at a sit-down restaurant. It's not really my expertise. So I gave them my number and said, you know, if the job opens up in the next month or so, give me a call and we'll go from there. And then that's what happened. A couple weeks later, they gave me a call and I just went in and got the job, and I go in tonight. Finally, that's exciting for me. Other than that, I just did some more painting today on the ferry islands. It's not finished, so you'll see more of that next week. Also, nobody left me ideas for how to use your comments on Saturdays. So like, now I have nothing to do today for the vlog, and you just have to endure the boredom of this boring talk to camera Saturday vlog, like usual. I literally have no idea. I just want something to do on Saturdays, you know? I could ask a question every Saturday and then have you guys answer it in the comments, or I could have you guys ask me questions and answer it on Saturdays. But both of those have already been done numerous times by other YouTubers, and so I was wanting something more original, but I didn't have any ideas, you know? So I threw it out there. And apparently none of you have any ideas either, so maybe Saturdays are just doomed to be a boring talk to camera day. Anyways, I gotta get home, get ready for my first night of dishwashing. So I will see you next week.